It looks like Sully from Monsters, Inc. banged Little Bear's mother and then out came this guy. Well, there he is. There's Sonic, folks. Now, this is the kind of guy I am, right? I'm one to judge immediately, and whether I shit on it or I applaud it, I'm one to try to understand different perspectives to maybe entice me liking the idea a lot more than I did at first glance, because it's a big change. So as you can see, they pulled off a more furry approach in terms of how they detailed Sonic. I don't find it like a bad move or anything. I think it's fine. He's got a likable face. Well, you gotta let things sit there, right? You gotta let them sit there for a bit so you can adapt and get used to it before you start really judging things, because the one thing human beings have a problem with is change, right? And after seeing Sonic in so many games and so many cartoons for all these years, him jumping into the CG world, I kind of feel like no matter how he looked, everybody would have felt some degree of uncomfortability. And I think we should realize that before we really hop to the hate train on the decision they made. I mean, the fact that it's a movie is still cool, right? I mean, like, it's still a new adventure for Sonic. It's a new kind of experience, and you gotta just take it for what it is. It's better than nothing, I kind of feel. I mean, we got through Detective Pikachu, right? And, like, let's be realistic. Even though the Pokemon look amazing in that movie, it still took a little bit of time to get adjusted to how Pikachu looked. Because he has, like, a Monsters, Inc. / Ted-esque kind of feel to him. And he was nowhere near that furry in the anime. So it's like one of those things where you just have to look at it, take a step back, look at it again, see if you can adjust to it. That shit grows on you after a while, you know? I mean, like, I'm pretty sure animal slavery and poaching and all that shit in a children's cartoon was pretty tough to adapt to for parents as well when their kids were into that shit. It's like, wait a minute, what? We're beating the shit out of these things in the wild and then throwing a ball at it and capturing it and taking its freedoms away and forcing it to fight his own kind and other species as well? Huh. My kid's gonna grow up with a leveled head. Now, involving Sonic's fur, the executive producer, I found an article on Anime News that basically explains his view on it and why they decided to take that approach. Okay, so I'll just read the article. Executive producer Tim Miller previously discussed Sonic's fur, which differs from quills on real-world hedgehogs. Miller said it would be weird, and it would feel like he was running around nude if he was some sort of otter-like thing. It was always for us, fur, and we never considered anything different. It's part of what integrates him into the real world and makes him a real creature. Okay. I mean, so they had, from the get-go, they decided fur. I mean, if that's their opinion, I mean, everybody else has their own opinion on this. It's their vision. I respect it. If they tried quills, that'd be nice, just to see how he may have looked. But I guess they want to appeal to all audiences, and I suppose fur is a more gentle display than spikes. I think he would look badass with spikes, but he could also look pretty creepy. You never know. I'm not a professional at this shit. Producer Neil Mortiz said of the character's shoes, we looked at every different variation of what shoes he's worn, and we're trying to pay homage to that and also make it current and present day in what we think a Sonic of today would wear. Okay, so they might slip on a nice pair of red striped Jordans on him. I guess I don't know. Paramount Pictures announced last August that it moved the opening date, the film, from November 15, 2019 to November 8, 2019 in the United States. The film will open in Australia on November 28, 2019, and in the United Kingdom on December 26, 2019. The film's Japanese title is Sonic the Movie. God, that's original. And the Japanese opening date for the film will be announced soon. The film project first emerged in 2014 as a hybrid computer animated and live-action feature film project by Sony and Marza Animation Planet. In February 2016, Sega Sammy Holdings president and CEO Hajime Satomi, I'm terrible at that, but yeah, revealed that Sony Pictures Entertainment was planning the film. The Hollywood Reporter reported in October that Paramount Pictures had acquired the rights to develop the film. So there you go. That was his take on the the differences between what he felt was right for Sonic in terms of his detail features. Like, instead of quills, it's fur. Not that huge of a deal. You are gonna have those people that are OD hardcore about that, because, you know, it's very similar to like the Spider-Man movies not having Spider-Man have the web shooters as opposed to just giving him the powers to do so. People are gonna be like that. I wouldn't go too hard on it. It is what it is. I'm already getting used to it, but what the fuck can we do? We just gotta be positive about it, right? I mean, I'm not gonna get incredibly crazed for it, but it's giving me a reason to go to the theater, right? I might watch this drunk. Who the hell knows? Watch it drunk if you want to enjoy it. If you think it's gonna suck, bring an emergency bottle just in case. Who the hell knows? So, there you go with that. That's their reasoning behind why they chose fur as opposed to quills. It's just their opinion, a director's view on it. They feel fur symbolizes a legit creature. You know, it's gonna bring more life to Sonic. All we can do is trust it. I mean, it's done, right? No changing it. And I feel like even if he had quills, people wouldn't accept him either, right? It's still a ginormous change. Sonic in the CG realm is... It's new. So we just gotta accept it. I'm pretty sure in a year's time, 2 years' time, we'll grow used to it. Anyways, that's that. Like if you liked, dislike if you have no thumbs. Please subscribe, and yeah. Later.